My name is Jim Parker. I think I've been volunteering about 30 years.
And I'm Bill Devine. I've been almost 25 years. 25 years is in September I will be volunteering.
I was invited to go to a volunteer day at one of the Habitat sites that the first Congo was involved with, and was invited to hang siding. And I'd never hung siding before, and certainly hadn't pounded that many nails. And by the end of the day, I could hardly lift my arm, but at least I had fun.
25 years ago, approximately, I had retired from my businesses, sold my businesses, and was looking for something to do because I have to be active, because I'm an active person. And I got involved with another organization that my father had been involved with, but I was looking for something in addition to that. And I don't know what made me call Habitat. I guess I had heard some, nice things about it, so I called and talked to Jean Steger at the time. And I told her right off the bat that I was not much as far as mechanically or construction-wise involved, but if there was something else that she could use me. And that was just at the time that they were starting to look at the senior crew. They had gotten a grant to test the senior crew concept, and so they were looking for somebody to run the advisory committee, which was part of the grant requirements. And so I said, I can do that. When I first got involved, I said I would be this chair of this committee, and then I got on the board, and he encouraged me, well, we need you on this committee and that committee, so I got in a couple more committees at that point. So I blame him for my big involvement. My wife is very thankful for me coming on board and keeps me occupied and out of her hair. So, well, as I said, I'm not that big into construction, but I try to work in committees. So I'm on the marketing committee, I'm on the restore committee, and I do special projects. I do go out to construction usually a couple of times a year with my church and try to put my time in there, but it's not something that I focus on because the joke is from the construction people, Devine's here, he's either going to hurt himself or somebody else, so I try to minimize those opportunities. But I really think the world of this organization, and I can do whatever I can do to help it.
I'm one of the founding members of the the Manual Committee, and that's still very active. Half a dozen people working with Kevin, creating the world's greatest manual. But in the process of that, we've developed purchased software to minimize waste in construction projects, and we use that for the building of window and door components as separate units. Habitat to me is a major doer in improving the community for low-income and minority people. And I think that's a need we have as a country, and Habitat has a significant role in helping address that problem.
I normally start off by saying it's a really good organization. It has great goals. We help a lot of people, but you don't. One of the things that I throw in as a caveat: you don't necessarily have to be good construction people, because when you think of Habitat, you think of building. So things that I tell people, it's such a great organization with great leadership and great helping people, but it's run very well. And it's nice to get recognition from your peers, other chapters, and we are able to do that because of John's leadership and the people that we've attracted and are doing stuff. And like Jim talked about his manual, that it's great to be involved with organizations like that. There's lots of average organizations out there, but
Yep.
this to me is a way above average organization. Well, you can look at the numbers. Over 300 new houses constructed, going out into, I think it was 20 neighborhoods throughout the Fox City with a Rock the Block program, because that helps, 25, 30 individual homeowners every time we do that. And you multiply that by 20, and we're doing like 2 a year. So there's been hundreds and hundreds of people that's helped. And some of the other programs, the Almost Home program, that helps people determine, get them in a mode to become a Habitat homeowner, or at least improve their life financially. There's so many ways that this organization has been out there successfully doing things, and we have a really excellent restore now, and it's a benefit to our affiliate and to the whole community to keep millions of pounds of material out of the landfill, and also provide additional funding for our affiliate to put more people in better housing situations that we do. So,
developed a corporate partnership here in Habitat, starting out with AL and others way back, but now it's made it a community program, not just a Habitat program. And I think John and Bill and others have done a phenomenal job of drawing those corporate organizations in, made it fun for them in many ways. Not just, we don't ask you to contribute, possibly sponsor a house. We want you to involve your employees in the process of spending that money. And that has really been a major factor in my view, is not only building impact, but building awareness. Right now, I was also volunteering, sort of in part, at a home, don't ask me where, was the future home of a mom, a grandmom, and a little guy about 5 years old. And he and I, during breaks and lunch and so on and so forth, would kick a soccer ball around the yard, and we got to be pretty good buddies. And it came time for the dedication, and after cutting the ribbons, he grabbed me by the finger, dragged me right into the house, ran me through the living room, down the hallway, stopped in front of a bedroom door, did a somersault into the room, jumped up and said, "Jim, I have my own room. I don't have to sleep with Grandma anymore."
That's great story.
And that nailed it.
One of the things, a couple of years ago, I was at a event in Menasha where we had a little booth out at their farmers market, and a lady came up to me, and she was a homeowner, and she was just so thankful, and she said, 13 months from now, I'm paid off my house and I'll be debt-free on that house, and I can't thank you enough. I mean, you change lives with this organization.
Yeah.